Hey, it's DDD. Good afternoon, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you are a subscriber or a previous viewer. Today, I'm here to give my Raw review for the women's division from last night. Now, this will be another quick video because we didn't really, I guess, get too much for the Raw women last night. We got two, no, we didn't. Yes, we did. We got two matches, but they were both kind of short, I guess you could say, and it wasn't really much to it. But just diving in and jumping into what we're going to discuss today. First, we saw Charlotte approach Dana Brooke, but this was pre-Raw, like in a backstage segment that was uploaded via WWE's YouTube account, where Charlotte was saying to Dana that she wanted her to basically take Sasha out and make sure that she wouldn't be able to compete at WrestleMania in the currently scheduled triple threat match for the Raw Women's title. She has felt like, I guess, Dana has been a bit of a letdown to her lately. She hasn't really been getting the job done when Charlotte has expected her to. And this has been kind of the theme of her and Charlotte's relationship basically their whole time since they've been allies. Dana has been kind of, assigned these small or large tasks to do, whether it be to take out someone like Sasha or take out someone like Bayley, basically do Charlotte's dirty work. And Dana has come up short a lot, if not basically every time. So Charlotte, I guess at this point, was very frustrated. Dana was, so apologetic in the segment and apologizing, like, oh, I'm sorry for this, I'm sorry for that, you know, all that kind of stuff. And Charlotte was basically like, she was so arrogant. I loved her mannerisms the whole time. She was just like, don't touch me. And like, it was just so funny. But I feel like she plays the whole arrogant character very well. But she basically put that pressure on Dana. Then we got obviously Sasha Banks versus Dana Brooke. Bayley, the Raw Women's Champion, came out with Sasha. She accompanied Sasha to the ring. Charlotte was also accompanying Dana. She said in the segment to the previous segment that she was going to accompany Dana to the ring to make sure nothing went wrong. In other words, if she saw Dana losing or getting ready to lose, she would try to interfere. So the match was quick. Nothing special to really note as far as the match. Sasha won with a roll up via Dirty Tactics. Something to notice. She kind of had Dana's tights when she did the roll up, and I feel like that's something to note and to notice because I feel like that's just a small mannerism done by Sasha that's hinting towards a future heel turn as well, because now she's settling to using dirty tactics to help her win matches now. And I feel like that's something like I like what they're doing with building towards it. Like they're walking the line, but they're like not giving you too much to really call it a heel turn or anything crazy. So I kind of like that touch in the end. After the match, Charlotte is livid. She grabs a microphone and she gets in the ring and begins basically degrading Dana and saying how she's useless and she's a waste of her time. She doesn't deserve to be by her side, and saying that Dana wanted to basically ride Charlotte's coattails to WrestleMania. Ooh, that was slick. But Dana was like listening, and at first she seemed like she was just going to be apologetic again. But as she continued to hear Charlotte talk, like I seen you seen the anger and the frustration rising in her, like I'm tired of her talking to me like this. So in the middle of Charlotte talking, she literally just boom, like attacks Charlotte and just starts going at it, like letting her have it, beating her all up and down outside the ring. And eventually Charlotte gets to retreat and head to the back. Now, what I want to say about this is I like it. I like it. This is obviously turning Dana face. I don't know how I feel about that just yet. Like, I never really saw Dana as a face, you know what I mean? Or someone who could potentially turn face in the future. I just always looked at her like she would be a heel because that just seems like that suits her way more. And not that it doesn't now that she's having a face turn, but I guess that they're testing the waters with it, and nothing's impossible. So we'll see if it's something she can actually pull off. She got a good reaction last night. The fans were literally chanting Dana, Dana, and that's something that I know a lot of fans would not have expected for someone like her. So I'm happy for her. I'm happy that she's getting an opportunity to, shine and, get have Charlotte, kind of help rub off her popularity on her a little bit. Because obviously, Charlotte is so over as a heel that anyone who does attack her or, basically gives her a taste of her own medicine is going to get cheered. So this is really good for Dana. This is actually happening a bit differently than I thought. Like, I know that Charlotte was always the aggressor and she was always the one kind of mistreating Dana, but I thought that they would still maybe have Dana turn on Charlotte or, kind of, finally stick it to her in a different way. Like, I thought maybe she would reunite with a heel Emma and, kind of just say how, Charlotte's always been treating her like crap anyway and blah, blah, blah. But they would still do it in a way where Dana would still be the heel and it would kind of turn Charlotte face instead. But they did it the other way around. And I'm not upset at it. It just makes me curious as to what's going to happen with Emma when she returns, because obviously she's going back to evil Emma. And with Dana being a face now or turning face, that could obviously, we could see something with that. Emma and Dana feuding now as well. But now I can't really see her feuding with Charlotte, obviously, because they're both heels. So I don't know exactly how that would work. But again, here for the segment, I like that. And then the second match that we received tonight was our Raw Women's Champion, Bayley, versus Nia Jax. The match ended and there was nothing really special about the match for me to know once again, whatever it was, what it was. The match ended in disqualification due to Nia, I guess, being very aggressive with Bayley and not letting up, and she had her in the corner. One thing I guess I can say that I did like from the match, I liked when Nia was getting frustrated in the beginning with Bayley, I guess, constantly working around her powerhouse ways, her strength, and her size. And she, lifted the steel steps to show her frustration. I thought that was cool because it really makes her look like this monster. But, this is why I was saying last week in my previous Raw review that not to outrule the fact that just because the triple threat match for the Raw Women's title for WrestleMania was announced, don't outrule that the match could change at the last minute and maybe someone like Nia Jax can be added in the mix, or maybe Charlotte could be taken out of the equation for it to be a singles match. I just still feel like with these next couple of weeks, something can change. If it doesn't, like I said, once again, it's fine, but I just find it a little I would think that didn't happen for nothing, that they had Nia have that whole scenario with Bayley and looking strong, and Bayley is our women's champion. So, I could see within the next couple of weeks maybe them adding Nia to the match and making it the Fatal 4-Way, but maybe they just didn't want to make it look as obvious at first. I don't know, but I kind of feel like that's the direction that we're going to go in at this point for the Raw Women's Division. So with that being said, that was Raw. See what I said? Short video, not even 10 minutes. Quick review. Wasn't really much to, I guess, talk about. I'm not disappointed though. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of used to it at this point. Raw just really doesn't do much for me. I don't know if it's the women. I do like the women on Raw, but I don't know. It's just not as interesting as the SmackDown Live Women's Division. I'm still waiting for Sasha to turn heel, so maybe once that finally happens, my interest will be sparked again. Like I said, I do like the little tease that we got with Sasha pulling tights and using dirty tactics. It was enough to hold me, I guess, but just I'm not excited. It's nothing to be like, about. But like I said, the Fatal 4-Way, I still feel like that's what we're going to end up getting in the end. If there is anything else for me to talk about or say real quick, I guess I can just address the whole Emma thing. I already did, basically. there's not really too much to say there. From what I heard, she was supposed to be Emelina, but they dropped the character because they felt as though she wasn't really excelling at it and she wasn't dedicated to it. It's kind of, I guess, an eye candy gimmick or whatever the case may be. And, Emma's one of those women wrestlers who really doesn't, I guess, need that whole eye candy gimmick type of thing to, I guess, get her over or work for her. So now she's going back to her old gimmick, Evil Emma. And they keep saying that she's coming soon, but how soon? When soon? Like, at this point, I really don't think that they should reveal when she returns. Like, this is what I was kind of thinking for Emelina from the beginning. Like, I was thinking they would keep saying that she would premiere soon or that it's coming soon just for her to, like, randomly pop up and return like that or something. You know what I mean? So at this point, I think that that's still a possibility with Emma instead of Emelina. And at this point, I will also, I think, rather for it to happen that way because I just think that's better. Especially if she is going to come back as a heel. Like, what better way for her to come back as a heel than to, like, what, just randomly attack someone and, return that way. I feel like, honestly, that just kind of actually sparked an idea for the possibility of the future of Raw Women's Division, but I don't want to speak on it because I still kind of have faith in what I'm thinking now. But my mind is all over the place with wrestling, WWE, constantly in their women's divisions. So, in order to avoid my habit of rambling, I'm going to end the video here. This has been DDD. I hope that sounded at least decent. But thank you all for watching. And as always, comment your opinions, whatever you guys feel about what we got last night for the Raw Women and where you think the future is headed at this point. Do you think we'll still remain with the triple threat? Do you think Nia Jax will be added to the match? Do you think Charlotte will be taken out of the match last minute and we'll get just Sasha versus Bayley? Let me know, Brad. Who knows? But until next time, I will be back tomorrow to review SmackDown. I'm not going to react. I'm telling you guys that now. So fair warning. But I will review SmackDown. I promise. Because I know I say it sometimes and I don't do it, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I keep good on my promises. So I'm promising you guys that I will be back tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow to review SmackDown. So until next time, peace and chicken grease and bye.